Dino Melaye comes under attack for scoring cheap points with Peter Obi'S statement at NBA conference. Former Senator representing Kogi West, Dino Melaye has come under heavy criticism for being sarcastic with a statement of Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. Nigeria News reports that Peter Obi, during the NBA conference on Monday, spoke on the need for Nigeria to have a well-articulated leadership to come out of the current economic challenges. The word articulated is used by the supporters of the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. Hence, Melaye shared the video on his Twitter page, making a mockery of the former governor of Anambra State. He captioned the video, "Listen to Gov Obi, who is obediently articulated in Lagos today." And of course, it earned him a lot of backlash. And at Philip Hassan 9 wrote, "Why did you play the video halfway? Play the failed Atiku speech, let's hear. Now, watch and listen to what our president said. Please have some shame. The word articulated is not the same as you're articulated when giving a speech. You just want to score cheap points." And another, commentator mentions, "Is that a character of a unifier or a destroyer?" And literally, this is it's I mean, let's even end the video now. Is that a character of a unifier or a destroyer? And I think obviously this is relating to Atiku in the fact that he's been everywhere. He's very much desperate to be in the office, and also goes to the present ruling party APC and Tinubu himself, because it's like there's this path shows, okay, fine, this path will achieve the best result, less conflict, we'll keep the country together, we won't escalate things. And this option clearly shows that this is going to divide, this is going to cause an uproar. And what do they go for? The one that causes an uproar. And the fact just shows that really the Nigerian people and the peace of the Nigerian people is not at their priority. That is not a motivating factor as to the decisions that they make. And so really, the character that they exhibit, is it that of a unifier or a destroyer? And I think that is a real question that we need to ask. If with all your supposed certifications and you cannot differentiate between articulate and articulated, let me assist you. Articulate means having or showing the ability to speak fluently and coherently, while articulated means, or in other words, thief. Or it means ole, okay. Or in other words, thief. That makes sense. I'm literally, obviously, get articulated, of course, everyone knows that is literally what PDP supporters do use. And of course, it's like, what if, okay, now plain devil's, okay, what if Peter Obi was also trying to get at them? I mean, it's just that you just got to be smart with your strategies, because really, will you come against or come for Peter Obi for saying articulated? I mean, and so if you're going to react like that, as Dino Melaye has done, it just shows, again, you are trying to score cheap points. And if anything, your reaction has made you look even worse than the person you intended to look bad. It seems like you ate your school fees anyway. It is articulated, not It's articulated, not articulated. I don't blame you, because the current Nigerian president does not enter secondary school. That is why PDP and APC cannot change this country for the better. I mean, PDP and APC are literally one party. I don't see what the difference is. I can see it. They have the same values. They want to be in power. They want to remain in power. They use the same tactics, the same strategies every single time. And I guess that is why they can, obviously ignore Peter Obi, or not ignore, but literally fight as though they're kids. I mean, I don't seem to sound very rude, but if you have Dino Melaye as your spokesperson, I really don't see any ounce of respect that a party would have for themselves, really, because, sorry, if Dino Melaye is your spokesperson, I mean, you might as well just not be. You're talking about people that can represent you with class, and this is what a spokesperson for a party is doing. I mean, how childish is this behavior? But again, this is who they have chosen. And, I don't think Dino Melaye, I mean, I guess their strategy was, Dino Melaye being on social media. I mean, like, you can call him a social media politician, but in trying to get to the youth, I guess their tactic was, let's have somebody who is closer to the youth. I guess social media is that platform or the channel that they're planning to use. And of course, Âťťâçk is sort of the best person, being on that social media space, having closer proximity to the youth. And so I guess that was, I think that would be the only logical reason as to why any party would choose Dino Melaye to be the spokesperson. I mean, how ridiculous can that be? I personally find it to be ridiculous, but that's why it's like, okay, fine. It's not unexpected. I mean, if anything, maybe Dino Melaye is the right person for them, because Dino Melaye can obviously cause a lot of drama, can trigger conversations, and escalate issues. I mean, he literally birthed a whole conversation, a whole thread. He just birthed controversy out of nothing. And I guess maybe that is what they believe they need. PDP would believe that they need in a spokesperson. But really, I don't think we can all have respect. Well, in my personal opinion, I don't think I'd take their party seriously, PDP, if Dino Melaye is their spokesperson. Do not tell Dino Melaye to study English more. He knows the correct spelling of articulated. Rather, he chose articulated. He was trying to be sarcastic. Everybody knows that. And so in that same way, it's like you're trying to be sarcastic, but at the end of the day, why are you trying to hide behind anything? If you want to say anything, say it with your chest. And so people will come at him and say, go and get your dictionary. So it's not a thing where it's like, oh, Dino Melaye doesn't know how to speak English or doesn't know what he's doing. Of course, he knows what he's doing. We know he's being sarcastic. We know this is his tactic. So I don't think anybody would be surprised. But really, the main thing is how they do reply. So if you're upset about the reply, well, look at what triggered the whole thing, or triggered the reply in the first place. I think that's the best way to put it. So what would be your reaction to this? I mean, again, campaigns have not started, so this obviously makes me very excited for what campaigns would look like. I mean, if you have Dino Melaye as your spokesperson, I'm expecting a lot of comedy, a lot of volatile reactions, and really cruise, to be honest. But of course, the people, the youth, know who they're supporting and they know what the movement is. So guess what? They will not be distracted. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.